Asterisk, is this the end of HYB's closely kept secrets? Who exactly is behind the enigmatic night meeting between two of BTS' biggest stars? Don't miss out. This story will open your eyes. Click, listen, and leave your opinion in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on other hot facts. Asterisk, are you ready to face the reality that might change your perception of the two biggest icons of the K-pop world today? What if all the rumors you've been ignoring are true? What if all the coincidences turned out to be part of a big scenario that is now starting to unfold one by one? South Korea's entertainment world was once again rocked by an incident that made social media rumble. Not just trending, but exploding in the form of speculation, fan theories, and even threats of boycotts. Two names that have been considered as brotherhood goals by BTS fans, namely Jungkook and Jimin, suddenly appeared in one very unusual news ****, a date night together that was caught on camera ****. Yeah, you heard right. Jungkook and Jimin, two BTS members who are always professional, neat in their public appearances, and take great care of their privacy, were finally caught in a night interaction that can no longer be denied as just a casual friendship. And the question now is, ****, what was HYB's reaction? Is this part of the marketing strategy? Or is it precisely a leak that must be tightly closed by the largest agency in South Korea? It all started with a single upload that appeared in an online community on the evening of June 8th. An anonymous user posted a blurry but convincing photo showing two men wearing hoodies and black masks walking hand in hand in a small alley in Seoul's Itaewon district. At first, no one cared much. But in less than an hour, small details such as worn watches, limited edition shoes, to distinctive gait were immediately analyzed by BTS's ardent fans. The fandom community's conclusion was pretty clear. It was Jungkook and Jimin. This is where the first explosion occurred. Instagram, TikTok, X, formerly Twitter, and various K-pop forums were invaded with various speculations, ranging from, are they dating, until, is this part of the secret HYB project? The questions continued to buzz like sirens in a never-ending information war. For the first 3 days, there was no response from HYB. Not a single official release, not a single clarifying statement. This is very unusual, because HYB is known to be quick in responding to rumors or gossip that can damage the reputation of their artists. But on the 4th day, the Korean media suddenly received a short press release from HYB's communications division. The sentence is short, but full of meaning. We cannot comment on the personal life of our artist, but we regret speculation that damages reputation without a clear factual basis. Wait, does that mean HYB didn't refute the rumors? Why didn't they just say it was a normal hangout? The question became even more burning, and instead of easing, HYB's statement was like **** pouring gasoline into the flames **** that had already engulfed the walls of their artist's privacy. What made the situation even more heated was the appearance of some old videos secretly recorded by fans. In the compilation that was shared on YouTube and TikTok, several moments of Jungkook and Jimin's interaction were seen which had been considered just an ordinary fan service. But when reconstructed in the context of this latest news, some of those moments become the subject of serious analysis and, to be honest, very convincing. A look that is too long, a touch of the shoulder that is not just friendly, and a whisper that makes one of them blush. Everything now feels like a new narrative. And for the first time in the history of BTS fandom, there is a huge split between two camps. Those who support this relationship regardless of its form, and those who consider this a violation of the boundaries of professionalism. Theories are beginning to emerge. Some say this is part of a HYB conspiracy to divert internal issues about abuse of power in management. There are also those who suspect one of the disappointed staff *** deliberately divulged their whereabouts that night. But what was most shocking was the claim from a former HYB employee who made anonymous uploads, complete with screenshots of the members' personal schedules. He claims that **** the date night was part of a personal agenda that management already knew ***, and even approved as part of a mental health break given by the HRD team. This claim has yet to be verified. But it was enough to make the hashtag #HYB _ let them be the #1 trending topic globally for 18 hours. As a result of this news, a number of international fan bases announced the withdrawal of financial support for the two members' solo projects. However, As a surprise, there was also a wave of support from the LGBTQ+ community across Asia. Some organizations have even publicly stated that this is a pivotal moment in K-pop history, where artist identities can no longer be forced into boxes created by the conservative industry. Unfortunately, not all support. A number of threats appeared. Big fan sites in South Korea decided to close their accounts claiming to be disappointed and feeling betrayed. There was also a small demonstration in front of the HYBE headquarters demanding complete clarification. Increasingly, this situation is getting out of control. What was originally just a blurry photo has now turned into a social storm that is shaking the world of Asian entertainment. Is it true that they are just friends who are spending time together after tired work? Or is this a sign of something deeper, something they've been keeping out of the spotlight? Jungkook and Jimin are known to be a very close duo, often showing incredible chemistry both on and off stage. But this too intense closeness is now the subject of a new analysis. Do we interpret their relationship too far? Or have we been ignoring the truth for too long? A week after the commotion erupted, HYBE finally held a closed-door press conference. During the meeting, representatives of the agency presented a shocking statement. We understand how much love and attention is given to our artists. However, we also ask the public to give space and respect the limits of their private lives. Jungkook and Jimin are professionals who always give their best, and we hope they can continue to work without the pressure of unfounded public opinion. Keywords here: without pressure from unfounded public opinion. HYBE did not deny their relationship, but also did not confirm. An ambiguous attitude that opens up free interpretation from the public. In many uploads, emotional comments from fans are visible. If they're happy, I'm happy too. But why have you been hiding all this time? I need time to accept all this. The reaction of fans was very mixed. Some feel betrayed, some feel overwhelmed. There are also those who claim to have lost their way because they feel that the reality they imagined so far collapsed overnight. But one thing is certain: Jungkook and Jimin's relationship, whatever its form, has been a major turning point in modern K-pop history. The question now is this the end of BTS as we know it? Or is this the beginning of a new chapter, more honest, more human, and more mature? Is the South Korean entertainment industry ready to accept the fact that their idols are also human beings with lives that cannot be fully controlled? And what about us, the fans? Are we ready to support our idols in a more sincere way, not as public property, but as individuals who have the right to their own personal choice? But do we really think that this is all about two young men spending a carefree evening together? Are we too naive not to realize that the South Korean entertainment industry never lets things go without a hidden agenda? The question that haunts more and more is, if it is true that HYBE knew and agreed to the meeting that night as part of the official agenda, why was there no escort? Why do the two appear to be alone, without a manager, without a bodyguard, in a public area that is quite open and risky? An internal source who declined to be named stated that this was part of a soft exposure experiment, in which the agency tries to test how the public reacts to the discourse of romantic relationships between members, even between people of the same sex. If this is so, then this is not just controversial. It's explosive. It's like HYBE is playing with fire between two walls that could collapse at any moment: the conservative moral wall of Korean society and the global wall of fanaticism that is sometimes more possessive than true love itself. Furthermore, speculations began to emerge regarding the possible exploitation of personal images for the benefit of the market. Some suspect that this is a strategy to create a rebel narrative amid the saturation of idol narratives that are too sterile and perfect. The world wants conflict. The world craves drama. And in an increasingly competitive K-pop climate, nothing sells more than a scandal wrapped in an aesthetic of sincerity. Is HYBE reshaping BTS's image to be more human, more courageous, even more sinful? Are Jungkook and Jimin aware that their every move is recorded and interpreted in an economic and ideological context? While many international fans welcomed the situation with openness, the situation in Korea was much darker. Domestic forums were filled with blasphemy, heated debates, even calls for a boycott. Jimin has been in an exclusive relationship with a male celebrity from Japan for nearly a year, which the agency secretly discovered but allowed to run in order to establish business relations with the Japanese market. These claims have yet to be confirmed, but have sparked tremendous anger among local fans. Few feel betrayed. They claim to have invested time, money, and emotions, only to end up being made pawns in the game of image and profitability. Meanwhile, Jungkook did not escape the spotlight. After being praised as a perfect idol, he is now accused of being the mastermind of this leak. Some netizens accused her of deliberately provoking attention by appearing more wild lately, tattoos, piercings, and eccentric statements on social media. All of this is now considered to be the starting signal of a personal rebellion against the holy idol narrative that has been imposed. And the highlight came when a snippet of an old livestream video from Jungkook went viral, in which he indirectly said that he feels trapped in a world made by others. Many perceive the statement as a code that all this time, he was tired of the demands to look perfect. Now, Asian pop culture analysts say we are witnessing a revolutionary moment in K-pop history. Not because of the romantic relationship that unfolds, but because of the way the agency and the artist try to open the space of honesty, even if it is full of risks. But honestly, what kind of honesty can be born in a world that demands total transparency, but is instantly punishing if the reality doesn't match the public's fantasy? Jimin and Jungkook are now in the firing line, not just as idols, but as human beings who must fight between defending their careers and defending themselves. Meanwhile, HYB is in an almost impossible position, protecting the giant brand they built, while still giving individuals room to breathe. The deeper we dive into the case, the more it becomes apparent that this is not just about two young artists. It's a reflection of the great tension between fandom idealism, cultural conservatism, and the demands of entertainment capitalism. And one thing that can no longer be avoided: the real face of the industry is slowly starting to show. Behind the grandiose stage, touching music, and almost perfect dancing, there is psychological pressure, there is a manipulative strategy, and there is a human drama that is no less complicated than the real world. Now, we all have a choice: continue to close our eyes and enjoy the illusion, or begin to question the extent to which we have co-created a system that requires idols to live in perfect shadows, without ever giving them permission to be real. But the sharpest question of the storm is, are Jungkook and Jimin just victims of the system, or are they already an active part of the game? Because as more information is leaked from internal circles, whether former staff, fans who have special access, to investigative journalists who have been silenced by the power of the media, a much bolder theory emerges: that this is not just a personal relationship, but the disclosure of the power structure in HYB's body itself. There have been claims that BTS members no longer have full control over their personal choices since 2020. Some of the big decisions in their lives, from solo projects to conscription decisions, are coordinated not by themselves, but by a group of elites in HYB management who are said to care only about numbers, stock charts, and market expansion. And if this theory is true, then what happened between Jungkook and Jimin was not a coincidence or a friendship that developed into love, but perhaps the emotional reaction of two humans trapped for too long in a system that refuses to give them a personal identity. An unofficial report from a former tour manager revealed that during the global promotion period, the two were often forcibly separated from normal social interactions. They are scheduled to always be in a control room, limited even in matters of personal communication with outsiders, as if their whole life was curated. And who can remain sane in such conditions? Then, if in the midst of that pressure they find comfort in each other, can we blame them? However, society has never been so simple. When rumors of a possible special relationship broke out, the response from conservative groups in South Korea immediately barked loudly. In a political talk show, one of the panelists even mentioned that this kind of phenomenon can damage the morale of the younger generation, referring to BTS's tremendous influence among teenagers. Not stopping there, there were even legislators who demanded that the Ministry of Culture and Sports conduct a re-evaluation of BTS's contribution to Korea's cultural image. This is not just an overreaction. It is a real form of cultural repression in the guise of nationalistic morality. Meanwhile, international fans began to form a large-scale online campaign that voiced one thing. Set them free. Behind that slogan, there is anger, there is support. There is a deep wound of feeling that the idol they have been admiring may be living in a lie and a veiled prison. However, the most painful irony comes precisely from the most silent part of the industry. Fellow idols. Not a single major South Korean idol has publicly given support to Jimin and Jungkook. Shut up. Quiet. Quiet. Mute. A silence that feels like betrayal. Are they afraid? Are they waiting for the wind to change? Or is it just the screen? Now, HYBE seems to realize that they can no longer just release ambiguous statements, because the world demands clarity. However, to this day, the answers given are still in the form of puzzles. Jungkook and Jimin chose silence. None of them have posted anything on social media since this incident exploded. Their silence is now interpreted as a form of confirmation, true or false. The public interprets it. Yet their silence can also mean resistance, a form of rejection of narratives that want to continue to control who they are supposed to be. And in that silence, the world heard a cry louder than anything they had ever sung on stage. Even crazier, a leak of BTS's exclusive contract obtained by an anonymous whistleblower reveals that each member is bound by a non-declaration of personal relationship clause until 2026. This clause states that any romantic, sexual, or emotional relationship involving BTS members must go through managerial approval and, if necessary, can be used as part of a promotional strategy. This clause is not only inhumane, it's shameful. That means they are not only not free to fall in love. They do not even have the right to be angry, disappointed, or sad publicly, without the consent of the PR team. And this is where society has to reflect. Have we loved BTS because they are human, or because they are perfect for us? If the essence of love is acceptance, why do so many of us immediately berate when they show a side that does not live up to expectations? If their honesty must be silenced for the sake of image, then for whom did they actually collect all the achievements? What's the point of trophies, records, and history if they have to sell their freedom just to stay favored? BTS once said that they want to be a voice for the younger generation. But now, do they still have a voice for themselves? Do they still have control over their lives? Or are we all too absorbed in the romanticization that we create ourselves to forget that behind it all there is a human being who is exhausted because he continues to have to be something that he is not? The fight is no longer between fans and haters. Not even about the relationship of two men caught on camera. It's about the right to identity, to freedom, and to humanity in a system disguised as entertainment. This story is not finished. In fact, it has just begun. And if you're still reading this far, you know that this isn't just gossip, it's the harsh reality of an industry that wraps slavery in glitter and calls it success. Do you think Jungkook and Jimin's relationship should be hidden or made public? Should HYBE be held responsible for the stress they experience? Write your opinion now in the comments. Don't just be a spectator. Your voice can tell us where this conversation is going. Click like if you support transparency, and subscribe to keep getting news you won't find in regular media. That it's not about idol. It's about the truth. And the truth cannot continue to be hidden.